Casino, Culture 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 Casino. Culture Casino. Oh, Culture Casino. Culture Casino. Culture Casino. Oh, Culture Casino.
Culture Casino. Culture
Culture
Casino.
Casino.
Culture
Culture
Casino.
Casino. Culture
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first day of February of the rest of the month. That's right, it's Saturday, February 1st, 2025. And I don't know if I can get you used to all this winning. I don't know. Maybe I'm not alone. We're going to talk a little bit about it and things not to do if you want to continue to write and make media for a living. Probably talk a little bit about the royal family and their royal screw up of a prince, and I don't know, maybe a little bit about what's going on there right now, and 100,000 people showing up to get Tommy Robinson released, amongst all kinds of other things. It's insane. The UK is in big trouble, folks. And we should help our friends. It's great to see you all. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate all of the support you give each and every day. And it's lovely to see so many people. I noticed that our good friend Tom F is going to be driving today, so be safe on the road there, Tom. We got a few folks out there that got here early and lovely generosity coming in the door right away. Lord Thoth is here. Hail, everyone. Hail to you from the great white north up there. I hope you're being safe, my friend. Jill is here with her wrench, and good morning to you and to all the Culturians. Greetings. The cult of culture, the Culturinos, Culturistas. That's right. That's right. I still love Culturians. I think it's great. Barking Mad is here. Hail, all hail to you. And Penny. Yeah, it's amazing. The channel is growing. We just topped 30K. As soon as I get back from my trip, I will be doing a celebration with each and every one of you. So about a week from now, I would guess. Well, just a little over a week from now. So, yay me! Do check out uh do check out the video I dropped yesterday. I know I dropped it really late, so a lot of people didn't see it, but it's important. Game Developer, which is actually a digital B2B magazine, and obviously monstrous shill for video games, attacked Yellow Flash and Asmongold, and well, also Grums as well. So you might want to go check that out. It's a pretty decent video, right around or just under 20 minutes, and well worth it. Well worth it. I actually edited it myself. So there's that. Courtney's here. Hello and welcome, Courtney. Good to see you this Saturday. Gaunt's Ghost Culture. I didn't know you lived in. Yeah, I'm from Oceanside. I have to tell you, my California experience was wild, and included beachside living and all kinds of other things. So, yeah, yeah, lots of weird stuff. And again, not for terribly long in my life. I moved around quite a bit. Someday I'll explain the entire story. But yeah, yeah. But in my youth, I spent a lot of time at the skate park at Del Mar, the skate ranch, I guess, and Malibu and Pacific Palisades and Venice Beach and anywhere that made sense to uh, to learn something and to skate and scuba and snorkel and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, yeah. We got Pet Brett in the house. We've got Jillian and here with 5 custom Culture Casino memberships. They're custom because they came from Jillian, who has updated her name to Jillian H because she got married. And congratulations still. And I still want to talk to you about this show, talking about, getting through it because I know that a lot of people are fighting through it as far as relationships and things like that. So, but who else is out there in the world? Terry Rose is out there. We got Liberty Hall's cat with a Culture Casino membership. Look at all the generosity early on. I love it. We got a few others out there. Um, who else is out there? Radio Drago's here. Good to see you, my friend. And Jim Who. What is that avatar? Let me see if I can bloat it up. I can't see it. I wish I could. Can any of you see that? Let me see. Hang on. I might change modes. Well, I can't see it, but I will take a look at the replay. Anyway, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Who else did we get here? We got Dean is here. What's up, Dean? Good to see you. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else is here? Bilbo Swaggin. Good morning, everybody. And I just like to say hello as we get started. Caveat ties. Okay, so you did send me an email, which means it's sitting in my spam folder. So I'll go check it out. Sorry, Jillian. I figured you would have already responded, but yeah, Latino Slant says entertain me. Yeah. Yeah, Latino Slant. What's up, buddy? We've got Emilio. What's up, my friend? And WG gives 5 Culture Casino membership. Thank you, WG. Hope I get to see you soon, my friend. Hope you're in Orlando and the force of freedom. I always want to do that. I don't know why. Congratulations on 30K. Yeah. Yeah. Is it me? Or can I not hear you? I have this thing turned up full blast. Like, hang on a minute. Let's see what happened. Okay, we'll crank it up some more. How about that? Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Do-hoo-hoo. I'm going to have to figure out what that image is. I have to get that done. But Hamdinger's here. I can't see anything. Okay. Everybody says, I hear all. Okay, I hope I turned it up enough so you can hear. All right. Let's see. Huh. Crazy. Let's see. Ewan's here. What's up? Look at all these amazing people. Incredible. Penny. Oh, it's a white gorilla. That's why I couldn't see it, because of the background. All right. Well, hey, we like white gorillas. We like silverback gorillas. We like big gorilla. Spirian's here. Good to see you, brother. I love that X-Wing. Amazing stuff. Amazing. And thank you for all the gifties. Sorry, everything was too low. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know why it was so low. How long has this been going on? Can't sing in the morning. Sergeant Garantita, good morning to you. And we've got the Raven and the writing desk. Good to see you, Raven. And of course, Jaco Ellers. What's up, Jaco? Once again, CC is not shown as live in my sidebar. I'm sorry for that. YouTube is on a hate fest with me. I can't believe they let me get to 30K, though. We will be having a proper celebration probably the Wednesday of not next week, but the following week. That'd be the only real good time to do it, so we could have plenty of time. All right, let's get to it. We've got so much to do and so little time to do it in. Plus, we'll be redirecting you at the end of this show in an hour and, well, actually longer than that, in just under 2 hours or just over 2 hours. You'll be headed over to Salty Nerd Podcast, who is going to have a heck of a show today. Can't wait to watch those guys go to work. On that note, let's get to the first story of the day. Look, I mentioned during the little intro blurb that we are going to be investigating or talking about what not to do to still get paid to write and have television and films made based on your material. What you don't do is you don't do creepy stuff with women and A lot of it, apparently. But Neil Gaiman's The Sandman to end with season 2 at Netflix. Wow. That tells you an awful lot. All these studios and everybody believe that these situations that he was involved in are too coincidental because there's too many of them. It's not a situation like a believe all women thing with like Amber Heard or anything else. It's like there's like an army, a troop with some very interesting and similar in ways stories talking about it. I was a little shocked we got season 2. I didn't think it was as well received as some people thought, but it is what it is. Mark, you cracked a tooth. You canceled your trip? Ah, man. All right. Well, I'll see you again, buddy. I'll see you again. I hope you're all right. Yeah, I hope you stay in good shape, my friend. And I hope your job stays straight up good. All right, brother? Good to see you, though. So let's get into the story itself. This is from Variety. They say it's exclusive. But so season 2 at Netflix will be the last. It is a long time coming to get to it. The first season debuted in August of 2022. It's now 2025 for those that didn't know. And Netflix was also hesitant to label it the second season at all, choosing instead to say it was a continuation of the Sandman world and wouldn't commit to an episode count. So they were really worried before. Now, mind you, we've been hearing these rumors for ongoing of maybe 4, maybe 5 years. The Sandman series is always focused exclusively on Dream Story back in 2022. When we looked at the remaining Dream material from the comics, we knew we only needed enough story for one more season. That makes sense. So showrunner Alan Heinberg said that particular statement to Variety on Friday. So obviously they were talking directly to the showrunner, hence an exclusive. We're extremely grateful to Netflix for bringing the team all back together and giving us the time and resources to make a faithful adaptation. Well, you didn't in the first season in a way that we hope will surprise and delight the comics loyal readers as well as fans of our show. So episodes are still set for 2025 release, which means you'll get it towards the end of the year. I don't know. Wild stuff. Confirmation on the show's conclusion comes on the heels of several misconduct accusations leveled at Gaiman, who created the Sandman DC comics and developed the TV series. However, prior to the accusations first leveled against Gaiman in the Tortoise Media podcast in July of 2024, sources close to the Sandman were already telling Variety the pricey series produced by Warner Brothers Television for Netflix was intending to end with the second season. So there you go. But again, I mean, anything tied to him, including the publisher Dark Horse, is done. Lots of people are turning tail and getting away from this guy. So kind of weird, but I guess this is it. And you know what? It wasn't a very intriguing show. From my observation, I didn't really get into it. So anyway, I just thought that would be an interesting point of conversation. I'm thinking that you don't want a history of this type of behavior. So if you're an aspiring writer, well, there you go. Hey, Conspiracy or Conspiracy is here. What's going on, Wes? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're out of jail. Good to see you. Polomies Minion is here. Hello. Hello, Houston. Hello. Good to see you, dear. Be safe on the road, please. 11 Alpha's out there. Great to see you. And Gollum. What's up, Gollum, over there on the green machine? Yeah. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, my friend. Roll Tide. So 11 Alpha says, so they've long known the story was limited, but just happened to publicly state this when the Gaiman story blew up. Convenient. And that's kind of where I am, because while they may have already been like, well, we only have enough material for season 2. When has that stopped anybody before? Because they've already kind of deviated from the story adaptation that they should have done. So why not? Changing character traits, if you remember the first season, was a little odd. So, but yeah. And let's see. Oh, there's our favorite polar bear. What's up, Snortapoopus? Good to see you. Papa Jaffo is here. Hey, hey, Rogue Thinka. Good to see you. And yeah, conspiracy or conspiracy. One of the coolest dudes on the planet. Let's see. All right. Well, that was an interesting story. Those kinds of things really do intrigue me. I find how the sausage is made almost more interesting than the materials sometimes. I know that seems weird, but the sausage is not being made very cleanly lately, especially in that story. If you know anything about the accusations more recently leveled against Gaiman, they are not fun to read. I think I've ventured all 6 of the recent tales, so not great. You have to treat ladies nicer than that, my friend. David, oh my goodness, I'm going to wreck your name. David says, good morning from Phoenix. Good morning. Good warming. I don't know. It's probably getting out of winter there. Good morning from Phoenix, says David Rosier. I think I got it. I think I nailed it. I hope so. I attempted. Hey, that service dog is here. Good to see you. And Q2Cast, what's up, buddy? Rocky and Bullwinkle show has been pulled off MeTV Tunes. No reason given by rights owner. Well, they're probably going to do something with it now. There's an opportunity here. Watch. Well, we're going to get to it, but I want to talk about Dogman, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We got Frank here. What's up, Frank? And Chad St. John. What's up? Unclean sausage has new meaning with Gaiman. It does. Yeah. I didn't know how to say it. Let's see what's out there. Donovan. What's up, Donovan? Good to see you, buddy. Salty demon. Yeet squirrel. You know what? We should do that. I don't know if I have that available in this layer. Do we? We do, and I owe everybody some cheddar. So here we go. Slinging the cheddar for the 11 gifted memberships right at the beginning of the stream. Here we go.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
And there we are, folks. But let's get to this royalty story, shall we? You need to be more discreet if you're royalty in everything that you do. You need to be more measured and thoughtful with your decisions and what you intend to follow. In the royal family in the UK, that seems to be passé now. And of course, it started a generation before with Prince, Andrew. But it also carried over into Prince Harry, finding new ways to embarrass the royal family. And I have to tell you, I'm not as much of an Anglophile as I used to be, but I started to pay more and more attention as the scandals grew. All right. Recently, it's been discovered via court records that Prince Andrew's just continued to lie. And he's lying about something that he should have just come straight out with to begin with. I know there's a decent chance if we get cash into the job that we'll see the list. But this guy is most certainly on it. And he can't really hide it. It's out there in the world. Everybody knows. But the problem is he was in contact with Island Boy after he said he'd ended the friendship. At least that's what court documents reveal. Now, I mean, was there a business purpose for this? Was there something else going on there? I don't know. But this is interesting because it does leave the royal family open for blackmail. And that was probably one of the biggest problems in the royal family in the last 2 decades, was just the amount of bad behavior in the background that was covered up. And of course, that's always gone on. But in this era of mass media and social media, scrutiny fell completely differently. And it may be one of the reasons why the UK has become one of the most censorious places on the globe, especially under the new government that is already well out of favor based on the 100,000 plus people that are gathering to chant for the immediate release of Tommy Robinson. But that's an entirely other conversation. Prince Andrew exchanged friendly chat with the late offender, Mr. Epstein, after the date that he said he had broken off contact with his former friend, according to court documents that are freshly revealed. In 2019, Andrew gave a notorious interview with the BBC's Newsnight, I'm sure we all remember that, in which he said he had not seen or spoken to Island Boy after meeting the disgraced financier's New York mansion in December of 2010. Interesting. So the interviewed was considered to have shown the prince in such a bad light that his mother, then Queen Elizabeth, ordered he step back from public life. Now, the BBC reports that court documents in the case involving the FCA and banker Jess Staley over the latter's own connection with Island Boy include an email dated February 2011, in which Andrew wrote to his former friend, "Keep in close touch or we'll play some more soon." Uh-oh. Tina BB, they had an iffy relationship. Yeah, indeed. So other emails released reveal the close nature of the relationship between the pair, with Epstein using one missive to request a friend of his be shown around the prince's home. The Island Boy died in jail in 2019 while awaiting further trial. During his Newsnight interview, the prince was picked up on his choice of words by interviewer Emily Maitlis, I'm going to say, when he described Epstein's behavior as unbecoming. Unbecoming? During the interview, Andrew said that he had ceased contact with Island Boy after I was aware that he was under investigation, and that was later in 2006. And I wasn't in touch with him again until 2010. Maitlis, I'm going to say, then asked, "Did you see him or speak to him again?" To which Andrew responded, "No." The BBC said they had requested but received no comment from Andrew about the latest emails. Yeah, that dude got spanked. I think he's been further busted down the royal chart, and I don't believe he has very much support financially from them any longer. This guy just couldn't get out of his own way. Let's see what you guys have to say. I'm curious. This one is no bueno, beginning to end. Penny's making a late breakfast. Yum. Let's see. Bija Kazai? There's a Bija Kasai. Did I do that right? Let me know. Coming in on Rumble. The audiobooks they did a few years ago were good, and I'm still going to listen to them in the future. Never cared about Neil. Yeah. Oh, no. You're talking about the Neil story. Yeah. Yeah. The problem with those women is they were hunting for something too. That's quite possible, Whack Cackle. Quite possible. The one story is kind of chilling, though, I will say. Skycast, what's up? I really do hope that his executive orders will be edited. Me too. In the future, I think there will need to be some restructuring to those, or maybe he just recalls the ones that there's no need for any longer. But we'll take a look at that in just a moment with all the different Trump circumstances there. What's up, Matt G out there? He's saying hi to everybody. I think I said hi to Chad St. John. There's the lovely Tina Beebe. And Mark is like, I remember thinking 2024 stunk so bad. 2025 had to be better. A month, and I'm doubting that. See, don't do that. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. A lot of people are actually concerned about flying these days, and then for the last 3 or 4 days, it makes a lot of sense why people would be worried, and not just because of Boeing. Yeah, this puppet are more Muppets than Muppets. That's right. We have a lot of them. Everybody. Hey, Spirian says, creepy little rat. Well, he's giving you cheese. All right, I'll use a different one. USS Kashina says, Gaiman is done. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get much more support from his literary work in the form of other story making, that's for sure. If so, it'll be very carefully done. Tina says, Harry and Meghan don't think. This is so true. He did win a recent court case, though, about, I guess hacking or something. There's a song about Prince Andrew called He's a Sweaty Nonce. I did not know that, David. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Oh, man, I've been watching so much UK coverage lately. It's insane. It seems like now that's all my timeline picks up on YouTube because I'm watching The Talk and obviously podcast The Lotus Eaters. I literally have like back-to-back episodes that I'm watching. I had a couple friends on there. Well, I mean, Bo the History Bros on there all the time, but Mr. H Reviews was on there this last week, Thursday. So that was extraordinary. Hey, Chris Shapiro's in the house. Not been on in a bit. I'm glad you're here. I hate getting older. Me too. I may need to grab a nap before the Royal Rumble. Understood. Understood. I love it. Let's see. Skycast says, at times I wonder, would it be better if the brothers joined together as a council of kings? I'm not sure I would want Andrew to have that kind of power. I'm very concerned with some of the things that have been happening in governments around the globe, trying to excuse or accept behaviors that are frankly insane. So, but I understand where you're coming from. It'd be interesting if that were something that were done. I just can't imagine it. Cynthia Carter says, hail, Culture. Hail to you, dear. I hope you're doing well. I think Juliet rolled through, but I'm not sure. But I definitely know Tender Warrior is here. What's up, Tender Warrior? Hey, it's Jan. Jan Monroe. Good to see you, Jan. I just hope I'm not mispronouncing that. Somebody said, well, it could be Jan. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Pantaleimon play. Okay. Oh, play chess. A little. I used to regularly. I'm not good. I have family members that are ridiculous, so oftentimes it kind of drove me out of the game. So, Sundowners Club says, supposedly William has been putting plans together to have Prince Edward, Sophie, and others to step up royal duties as Andrew and Harry are out. That makes absolute sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You guys should check out the Sundowners Club. Good friend, great material, lots of knowledge. He knows of what he speaks. if Andrew had told everybody that he was shocked and appalled and then pointed out that there were people offering him every flavor of things since he was 10 years old, there was an option. Again, I don't know if he employed PR or anything. It's very strange. Oh, I see. And Beja Kasai says, I nailed it. Thank you. Okay. So we know for certain that Andrew never spoke to him after he died. Before then is wide open. That's true, David. Oh my. It's 100% true. Dustin Heaton's out there saying it's going to be fun to see what people say and do when the list is released. Well, it's going to be a field day for us content creators, the evil people that we are, the evil right wing, alt right, terrible far right humans. That's not me. But according to a certain game developer, editor, and writer, that's what it makes us, though. Very evil. Very, very evil. Because, we don't support a narrative like they want us to. So that's a problem. Let's see. Who else is out there? I know you're out there somewhere. Good news. Brits are about to get out from under serving royalty. Bad news. They'll replace that with the caliphate. I don't think so. I think the people are waking up. Again, check your news. For my folks that are in the UK, 100,000 plus gathering in support to have someone released from prison. That's a start. Conspiracy or conspiracy. Smart evil seems worse to me than dumb evil, though Biden came close to changing my mind. Wes. Our good friend Apollome's Minion says, I've been on vacation for 2 weeks because my oh no, sweetheart, I'm so very sorry. And now on the 4th, I'll fly back to Vegas. I'm sorry, Apollome's. Condolences, dear. Just be safe, okay? I want to see you at one of the meetups this year, okay? If you can make it, if you can get there and afford it, and afford to take time off your route. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you about that last time. Radio Drago's in the house. Woohoo! Magic. I'm sorry, I saw proper money. I had to choke. 10 pounds sterling. Thank you. Radio Drago says, and I quote, I'm a massive Anglophile. Well, I wonder why. Being Welsh, it comes with the culture. Prince Andrew has always been one of many stains on the royal family sheets. Well, yeah, this isn't new news. No, it's not, but it's further, like, you cannot take anything the guy says to the bank kind of news, right? Jan Monroe says, I am going to put this out. If somebody had called me and you're asking me 10 years after the fact, if I remember that phone call, I would tell the truth. I don't know. Isn't that also weird? Like, I almost don't remember, the entirety of my day. So at this age, I can understand. Thaliato's here. Good to see you, my friend. Double back again. Carl Singh. Everybody shows up at 20 after the hour. Did we talk about the Fed job buy you out package yet? No, but that may be on the list. We have some more interesting Trump stories to get to for sure. Let me tell you, that's a great buyout package. It depends on what the retirement benefits are, if there are any, whether or not it's worth it. But if you get credit for full time, then it's a different conversation, isn't it? I think it would be for me. But let me tell you, retiring early, it's a good thing. If you can do it. Let's see. Mutant Bam Hammer. Oyos, all my boyos. Well, Oyos to you, my friend, for the 200 plus of you here right now. For those of you just joining, I will be doing a 30K celebration stream, not this coming Wednesday, but following Wednesday. So hope you can be there. It'll be a lot of fun. Eric K. What's up, buddy? It says Andrew made lots of trips to visit the Island Boy. That's right. That's what I think of every single time. I don't know about you. Oh, I love cheese. Cheese is good. Da, 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 da. Now I have this song. Da, 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 da. One Night in Bangkok. Tom Mix is here, a Western star of the past. Most Brits know that Andrew is Harry on steroids when it comes to arrogance. Yes. Yes. We are going to get there. I think isn't Nancy Mace one of the people that is pushing for this? She's been a spitfire in the last few months. It's crazy stuff. We'll do an official 30K stream, folks. So I can't wait to get to that. And then we'll party down. And I'll do something embarrassing, but I think 30K was a onesie. Those of you taking other people's ideas and trying to spread them about. No. It's Marsha Blackburn. Thank you. Well done. Core member, good to see you, buddy. One of the greatest memeries out there. Meme producers. Nick the Greek. Hey, buddy. And core member says, Culture, the BBC is going to charge people for subbing to Netflix? Yeah, but they can't make any money of their own. They've been trying to do this for years. I can't believe they're going to actually do it. If I were Netflix, I'd say, all right, well, we won't deliver the service to your country. That's going to put this. It's not as if the citizens aren't already against the BBC. The BBC is a corrupt state television actor. They are, they're not even, they're basically straight propaganda now. Well, except they really don't like straight people over there, but that's a different conversation. Estephobos, dumb evil has the potential to be worse because it can end up harming everyone. Smart evil usually benefits someone at least. Well, yeah. True story. Scarlet letter. I love that. You should wear it like a red badge of courage. Walter Tomaszewski. I just got through life being egregiously cute, outrageously funny, and humbly unrepentant about it all. Why sweat the small stuff? Sounds good, Walter. That sounds real good. Yeah, alt-right. Yeah. I'm telling you, the video I dropped, I couldn't believe it. And I thought I was ahead of everybody. And I had the video cut. I just hadn't edited it yet. I waited till the next day, and that hurt me because I wasn't first. But it's okay. You guys will go watch the video today. Wes is like, I'm not sick of winning yet. David says 8 months full ride is very generous. They should take the deal or get back to the office. I think they should. Yeah, if you can retire early and start taking your payout and then go and get a job in your field, double dip is what this is. Yep. So you can literally have two incomes. That's how you build wealth. True. And until they decide to go after your unrealized gains, that is such a socialist idea. Then they're not gains, are they? Because you never got to get the yield And the government didn't do anything. They didn't put anything at risk. That's you risking your money, whether it be houses or stocks or bonds or whatnot. Crazy. Canadian Spiderman says, congratulations on 30. Thank you, my friend. Again, a week from this Wednesday, we will do a celebration. Celebration. Good times. That's what it is. Sorry, my brain's melting this morning. Morgan King. Good morning, my friend. Y'all see the Island Boys were possibly on the island when they were teens. Well, that would explain a whole lot, wouldn't it? Island Boys. I don't know. That's an interesting speculation. Let's see. Da-da-da. Hey, Mark Medita's in the house. What's up? All right, let's get rolling. We got more to talk about. Sorry. That Prince stuff just freaks me out. I'm like, no, but let's talk about something good. Let's interrupt the day with something good. Now for something good. All right. Ba-da-ba. All right. Dogman is doing great. Looks like it's going to open at 33 million domestically. Companion is looking at 10 million. And that's based on Friday's box office update. I'm not going to go see Companion. That doesn't look like something for me. But Universal DreamWorks Animation's Dogman is looking like 33 million. Fridays come in at 10 in 3,885 locations in North America. It's much higher than the comps for the younger skewing property. 65% of the audience was under 9 years old on Friday. So basically, this is Captain Underpants all over again, which obviously it's the same creators. So that had 23.8 million opening. So this is going to open much bigger, like 10 million more. $10 million. So yeah, and then let's see. League of Pets was 23 and Paw Patrol was 22 Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie was 22.7 because there's been a few of those. So yeah, these are good numbers. Getting lots of traction. TikTok, X, Facebook, Instagram, yada yada. Lots of positive conversation around Dogman. See, they're trying to do the parrot analytics thing with Relish Mix, and I can tell you right now, there may be occasional correlation between social media activity and a given brand name, whatever it happens to be. But oftentimes, you're also tracking the negative commentary around it. What does that mean? Well, it means that you can rubbish the idea that they really truly have any correlation. You had a lot of word of mouth on the Marvels on social media, but that thing flopped straight out the door. Didn't even make $200 million at the end of its global box office run. So you cannot take those things and run with them, which is why Parrot Analytics was one of the first targets that I started to go after when I started my channel about 5 years ago. What does that tell you? Tells you a lot. There's Juliet. Good to see you, dear. From across the pond. I saw Chris Gore's headline, Fembot, the movie. Anyone catch the actual review? No, I did not, but I love to watch Film Threats, so I'll probably go over there and check it out. Books, check them out. No, I think this is a onesie. I think I have to wear a onesie. The problem is I don't remember which one. I don't remember. I do remember this guy, one of my first supporters, Pinochet's Helicopter Tours, for 50 months. 50 months. Check out Luke Rosiak's story on X. Huge story. Right now? Right now. Hey, there's no tomorrow. Come on, it's everybody. Let's see. I'm looking. This Tommy Robinson story in the UK is fascinating to me. You go, UK. You go. Let's see. What refugee camp? What is this? Refugee group funding suspended under Trump. Gotta look at take your wins, folks. Take them. All right. So who is this that's doing what? Luke Rosiaks. Okay. Luke Rosiak. I see. And you talking about the agency deletions? That was 13 hours ago, 12 hours ago. Can I bring this up? Let's see. Copy link. I'm going to try to bring this up. This is great YouTube. Let's do a lot of this culture. I dare you. Just like, go look for some research while you're live. That's always the best thing. What walks in pairs alone or in stairs makes a slinkety sound. I don't know if that's. Yeah. Anyway, Dogman's doing well. So, all right. Let me get back over here so I can set up the story. I just want to know from my UK friends and European friends how that thing is going in the UK. 100,000 plus people. That's amazing stuff. Amazing neat. Amazing and neat. How do I make it? How do I embiggen that? All right, let's try. Oh, we got a super duper chat from Pinochet as well. Luke's story from last night. Okay, so it's that one about the federal government's GSA tech arm who make the software for the government. You'll get a kick out of this. Okay. Yeah, no, I actually saw it this morning. That's what I was saying. I was like, yep. They also, I guess, deleted a bunch of code that was illegally doing things. Southern Belle is here. Good to see you, dear. All right, let's take a look. I have the story pulled up on my Twitter. Don't read my DMs, okay? Gosh, a little privacy for those people. Ha! That's not what I was going to do. Oh, I have to send that over. How do I do this? Unshare that, and then I share the other thing. Boom. Bam. Is that going to work? Yeah, not really. Maybe. Okay, this might work. We're going to try it this way, folks. So I'm going to go back to window sharing. Battle stars in my head now. I don't know why. All right, here we go. Boom. Okay. I'll get better at this. I watched Jeremy. I can figure it out. Luke Rosiak says, deleted. This isn't a deleted agency. This is kind of a thread. Elon Musk usually follows these stories with a retweet with the word deleted underneath. It's very funny. Anyway, deleted. GSA's tech arm, a far-left agency that viciously subverted Trump during his first term, surrendered after an Elon Musk deputy took over. It deleted huge swaths of code dedicated to virtue signaling rather than mission, such as inclusion bot that lectured staff. Fantastic. Look at this. Inclusion bot. Oh, wow, look, it had all these little things ready to run on the left-hand side. Code owners, guilds, working groups, and councils. Look at this. All this garbage they were feeding. DEIA. Yep. Propaganda bot is what they should have called it. 16 lines changed. 3 files changed. Amazing. Charlie Demonstrata. Oh, that's funny. That's a fun name. He, him, DC garbage. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know this project was being grandfathered into the previous structure. Only visible to you. Inclusion bot. Hello. Our inclusive TTS culture is built one interaction at a time, and inclusive language is the foundation. This bot helps us practice our inclusive values here in TTS. Some of your message could be unintentionally non-inclusive. Here are some alternatives that might work better. Instead of saying grandfather, how about included retroactively? Instead of saying guys, how about folks? Oh, this was real. Hey, everybody. You know you were thinking some non-inclusive thoughts. Give me 5 barves. Do a barv. What is it, BioWare? Good gravy. So the federal government wide computer office, which to this day, hang on. Laughing and inhaling and trying to swallow at the same time don't work. Anyway, to which the day has a transgender flag as its logo, also deleted where its employee handbook instructed employees to explain. I can't believe this is real. Can you guys believe this is real? It's nuts. Ask them to explain what they look like at each meeting so blind people could know if there was sufficient racial diversity. Ladies and gentlemen, the priorities of the federal government. Here we go. One colleague shared his experience hearing another colleague's visual description. I almost fell off the chair at the last town hall when LBS described having purple hair. I can go on how a lot of these social cues really help to demonstrate an organization's events culture. That's according to Justin Proctor. This computer needed a Proctor exam, that's for sure. Ha! That was my joke. Not a good one. GitHub logs show it deleted how employees should only participate in events where there are no all-white or all-male panels, where there is a code of conduct with an insufficient response plan, and participants have a place to share their pronouns. Look at these. Latinx. They actually do this. This is insane. 18F previously jeopardized the security of 1 million Americans by refusing to implement facial recognition for high security accounts because of racial equity, even though it was required. This went on even during the Trump administration, and they lied to agencies' head about it. Wow. TTS 18F has also changed its policy of hiring based on lived experiences to one based on merit principles. That's right. Merit principles. Who would have thunk it? What did diverse hiring mean in practice? The government tech arm turned into a coven of transgenders and queers hiring each other. Well, that's not surprising at all. This employee raised money from coworkers for a change and used an 18F template to tack his goal of changing his Audi for an innie. A gender warranty. That's insane. More 18Fs, total merit-based and nonpartisan employees. Wow. The breakdown is insane. Okay, I'm not going to get in. I'm touching that. This is bonkers. This is actually out there, folks. Go look for it. It's under Luke Rosiak. Awesome. 1800 F Street. They should just shutter this thing. Man. EV Trapper said, laughing my booty off. All you had to do was actually talk or ask vast swaths of government civilians before publishing this. No part of the GSA subverted Trump's first term. This person doesn't believe this is true. These are the people every other agency called when they needed office supplies. Oh, that's funny. It sounds like they also had access to tech to screw you over, though. I'm not sure if I'd have taken that as lightly. Folks, the government had gone round the bend. Arguably, it happened a long, long time ago, but this is bonker sauce. Unbelievable practices happening. But let's get to the other stories today, because we had an awful lot of winning, and I wanted to cover it. And thanks again, Pinochet's Helicopter Tours, for your incredible support for all this time. That's weird. I can't bonkers. Okay. Hey, John Coleman is here. I believe it is real, said John. Yeah, it's bonkers, though. And John, I'm going to keep saying thank you every time I see you, brother. It's good to see you. Who else we got out there? Yeah, the Reform Party is growing in popularity in the UK. Sure, it is a lot. I have a feeling it's going to continue to grow. I just wish they had a better spokesperson. But for now, I guess Farage will do. So the Big Brother computer cold. Yep. Hey, Poon Scatzer. Obey the algorithm. Yes, Trinoculus P. Hello, this is a message from Cuckbot. Yeah, indeed. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, but there's that. Hey, Griffin, what's up? Hey, CC. Oops, that's an abbreviation for carbon copy. I don't care. People call me CC all the time. Even people who know my name. How about no? You guys are on fire. Send hello. No. I use the word folks now. It's ruined. I always use the word folks. I say guys. You never said guys? Too crass. I don't know. I say folks. I say guys. I say people. I say culturians. Friends. Hiya, pals. I don't know if I do that, but you guys are terrible in the chat. I love you all. You're funny as heck. Wop wop. Not your dude is a pronoun. Well, I mean, here's the weird thing. So I call both men and women dude. Although at times it's dude and dudette. I thought dudette was cool. DEI pushes segregation. You are correct, my friend. Didn't we go through massive civil strife over stopping that? Yes, we did. And now we need to employ it in a hard mode. Just like they're always telling you, we haven't tried, Marxism really ever. What about all these nations and how they turn out? Well, we didn't really try communism. Oh, yeah. No. We just have to try harder. So racism harder, apparently. That's what the government was going for. That's bonker sauce. Everybody hates Latinx. I think, Paulie, are you still here, buddy? I've heard of Audi, but not an innie. Well, I was trying not to use the descriptions of the procreation anatomy pieces. So anyway, there's John. I'd trade my Audi for anything that isn't an Audi. Wow. Oh, all right. Outie, like a belly button. You have an Audi or an innie. It was just the other. It was the appendage, John. CultureCasino is here. Mexican Iron Man for 10. CultureCasino Clam says, I would never apply to work for CultureCasino because my lived experience here is neglected high roller. No, you're not. You're not. And my pronouns are Abandoned he burrito they. Do not abandon your burritos, my friend. Oh, I love Mexican Iron Man. Hey, Reform Party is 4 points ahead now. John, that is great news, my friend. If only you had more than Farage. The populist movements require, lots of different things. But, being a Spitfire is one of them. Being incredibly charismatic is incredibly important. You have to get people to want to build coalitions around you and to build movements around you. So there's that. Pilgrim Media for $2. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a minute. We're going to win so much. We'll get tired. Well, I've got more wins. Just as soon as we get to them, you guys are very generous this morning. Must be payday. Right, Mikey? Let's see. It is the 1st of February, though. Big things are coming. Oops, why is it doing weird stuff? Stop doing weird stuff. YouTube is having difficulties with the chat. All right, here we go. Nick says, Inclusion Bot told me to support LGBT groups, so here's some money. Culture. Thank you, Nick. Backhanded tip. Whoopah. I need a clip for that. Here is a backhanded tip. Amazing. I love you. You guys are the best chat on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. I've got the best chat. Dylan Soup, how are you, my friend? There's Tom. He's back from driving. Hey. 11 Alphas hanging out still. Look at all you amazing people. Isn't Culture's real name Funster Magoo? CC Campione. Zombie. Dudette is lit a chick that's one of the guys. Yeah, it's like a chick. Yeah, sorry. I know autocorrect is no fun. Is like a chick that's one of the guys while everyone else is a dude. Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you're surfing or skating. Or back in my day. I'm old. Colloquial English is a casual conversational style of speech and writing that's similar to how people talk in everyday life. So that's a big F you to nonsense. Dr. Megatron. Try harder, Senator. Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. Sarcasm. All right. Bad Take Bojan. Good morning, Tina. I hope you're doing well. Marxism is just a theory of understanding class struggle. It was never a good economic system. No. And the guy wasn't good. If you look into what Karl and who Karl Marx was, he's a very, very bad man. Can't say phallic and inphallic. Well, I guess we could. Blessed with phallus or blessed with chalice. That's a good point. Travis, I have an ouchie. I'm so very sorry. Get outie here. Thank you, Caradwin. There's Magnify. Hey, what's up to the Rumble folks? By the way, I want to say thank you to Pinochet's Helicopter Tours for 5 Culture Casino clams over on Rumble. That's right, the Green Machine. You should follow me there and everywhere. Thank you. He says, my pleasure to support. Let's not gloss over the transparency that's happening here. We're getting to look behind the curtain in real time now. This is evidence against corrupt government bureaucracy. Well, that's all we've had. Wow, I can't stop the voice. Stop the voice. All right. Mephisto. He comes up right after Salty Nerd Podcast, which you will go to next in 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay. For a second, I thought his pronouns were abandoned all hope. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. Nah, just burrito. You know what? Culture burrito wouldn't be a bad idea. I could make some culture burritos. So there's that. I spent time with the Ascended Art guys last night on that channel for their Friday show, which makes me a little nutsy for a little while. Anyway. Let's see. Well, I mean, how about both? How about both, Chad? Populist movements are either built on personality or built on the fact that the government is so screwed up that nobody can believe how screwed up it is. That's right. Very true. Mac, the American white woman who invented the term Latinx, are the ones who like it. True story. And you should check out Mac. Mac is an incredible follow on X. If you're not already following and you want to be on the know or in the know, in fact, the first thing I came across this morning was that Dogman had received an A cinema score, and I saw it courtesy of Mac. Thank you, Mac. You're awesome. All right. Let's see. Britain has gotten to the too screwed up to be believed. That's what I'm worried about. I have lots of friends there. And still some family, apparently. Putin's cat's making breakfast. We got Walter out there. Lived experience is in addition to qualifications. Oh, let me tell you, Disney is going to call diversity a skill. I can't wait for the feds to investigate them. That'd be the first place I would go. What would a British Trump be like? Carl Benjamin? Somebody who's got charisma, humor, and solid concept of policy, an understanding that a country has to be run like a government. And it's very important to surround yourself with the smartest people possible that have the same ideals as you. That's what a good leader is. That way, if you ever fall to the wayside through illness or whatnot, the next person in line will be in a position, and a good one, to maintain the same direction. So there's that. Cue the band. $100 condo, $200 rent. I get a check on Friday, but it's already spent. That's right. Oh, wow. Boris was a rhino. That's a great analogy. Well done. Speaking of great analogies, accident seller for Fitty, Norwegian Corona. Ate a taco salad yesterday. Never felt more Mexican. Chico. Oh la la, oh la 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 la. Don't you see I'm loco? Oh la la, ula 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 la. I. Caramba. There you go. All right. Well, I did my best. That's better for a lady to do. I can't do that. Putin's cat. My pronouns are well hung. Well, hey, congratulations to your lady friends or guy friends. I don't know. Monkey Jeebus. What's up? Culture Fartito. Well, I think that story is blown out of proportion. I really do. I really should. I don't really think so. Okay, I may release burritos on the members only side. I think that would be only fair. Garadwin for CA 279. Okay, if this is Canadian, which is maple syrup juice, then okay. Sing me a song, CC. I've turned level 49 today. Congratulations, indeed. All right, everybody. When there's a birthday in the chat on one of my live shows, if it's not Tuesday or Thursday, and I get an opportunity, I do this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Caradwin. That was terrible. Happy birthday, Caradwin. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I like singing happy birthday. Super fun. Griffin. May your journey be fruitful and your phallus be blessed. Well, there you are. John says UK elections show the dissatisfaction of the public. Conservatives had a large majority, blew it, and we're out. Same will happen with Labor. Majorities used to last at least 2 terms, but not anymore. You, like us, could have a generational shift for a while. And in the direction you're going, that would be a good thing. You guys need to work out your immigration policies a little bit, I think. The last 4 or 5 years has been very apocalyptic. Yes. That's true. Actually, this is a true statement, and I don't think it's a criticism. But they also can establish long lines of tradition and succession and policy in a way that I think is really important. And I just lost my chat. Hopefully you guys are still here. So I will not have additional chats that I can source, folks. Sorry about that. But I do not want a repeat of what happened the other day. So I want you guys to still see me for the rest of the 1 hour that we may be here. So let's see. The Fendel says, do not forget Lawrence Fox. Let's see. Maggie Thatcher or Churchill? Wow. Oh, that's one I'm going to have to think about for a long time, Jill. Long time. Salty says, what the F is a rhino? Well, it's RINO. It stands for Republican in name only. Means basically these are Democrats in Republican clothing. They talk a good game to their constituency, and then never vote along what the constituency would prefer. They don't listen to the constituency at all. They aren't paying attention to a company, in this case, countrywide mandate. They're a rhino, Republican in name only. Griffin Domeline says, diversity is a skill. So as a half-breed, I'm twice as qualified. There you go. Go work for Disney. They'll love you. They love you long time. Not that way. Yeah, this is Jill beat me to it. Yeah. Hey, Pilgrim's here for 2 Culture Casino clams. Says, bear with me. Ricky Gervais for Prime Minister. You know what? That would work. He's smart. He's funny, obviously. And he seems to sound pretty smart on policy. Heck, I would put Mr. Bean in charge, to be fair. Yeah. Oh, ole, 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 ole. You really need to stand up a little today. I'm going to be working in the greenhouse. So as soon as I am done here, I got to run to the hardware store, and then I'll be in the greenhouse. So there's that. Hey, Rod Thunderheart. Good to see you, buddy. Are you really? Let me know on Monday so I can sing to you, Rod. Chat is up for me. Good. Yeah, rhinos and dinos. There you go, Mark Medina. All right, let's get to this story because you guys have me cooking because I'm laughing. I have the best chat on YouTube. Join us. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. You will not regret it. There is a video waiting for you right now. I dropped last night that is lightly viewed. You're going to want to watch it because it's got the media attacking Yellow Flash and Asmongold and Grums and other social media personalities that are alt-right. Okay. Did you ask Yellow Flash what he identified as? Are you a real journalist? No. You're a hack. You work for a B2B digital outlet there, Mr. Bryant, and you're a hack. Or I guess maybe it's Francis. Mr. Francis? Lighten up, Francis. Anyway, that's a Stripes. No, not. Is that Stripes? Yeah, that's Stripes. All right, let's go. Let's get to this another story. Another story. Talking like a blanket idiot. Here we go. Wop, wop. All right. CBS News, by the way, winning. Staffers irate. They're irate over talk of Paramount settling Trump's 60 Minutes lawsuit. Yeah, we would rather you get wrecked in court, get the company just dusted, and we would rather you fire us, a bunch of us. Take us out because you can't afford us. That's what we want. We want to largely hamper the credibility of our news organization and destroy maybe the pending merger / purchase by Skydance just for us. Yeah. And this is the kind of thing Variety supports, the thoughtless approach to things. So news outlet says it's going to comply with the FCC request for unedited transcript camera feeds from VP Kamala Harris's interview, because this is an inappropriate benefit on top of many other violations of law. So yeah, notice how they put Walter Cronkite here, who's largely thought of very positively, despite being a propagandist himself, just not as transparently, to say the least. Guy was the candidate of the war protesters, to be fair. But anyway, not candidate, I should say, reporter. Paramount Global and CBS News may have different views on the journalism produced each week by 60 Minutes. It's not journalism. Staffers at CBS News, the unit that serves as home to the venerable news magazine, as well as CBS Evening News, which is completely restructured as of now, and has ties to early days of television, when the real journalist, Edward R. Murrow, held sway. And he was. Edward R. Murrow was the guy that you could count on. There were a few interims, not many. And the more you hear about news anchors that were trusted that made stuff up, the more angry you get. One of them is returning to the air under a big network, too. So the parent company or corporation, Paramount Global, may settle a $10 billion lawsuit. Do you see that? Billion with a B? That's big. Filed by now President Trump against 60 Minutes, that appears to be underpinned by weak arguments. Weak arguments? On Trump's side? No. Two reports in recent weeks, one published Thursday by the New York Times and another earlier this month by the Wall Street Journal, suggested executives at Paramount were considering ways to bring the suit to a close. Filed in federal court in the Northern District of Texas in November, the suit alleges 60 Minutes tried to mislead voters by airing two different edits of remarks made in an interview with the former vice president, then Trump's rival for the White House. CBS sought to have the case thrown out in a subsequent filing. Guess what? Nah. Though the suit is seen as shoddily constructed by legal experts, it is levied as Paramount is moving to be acquired by Sundance. Of course, I just mentioned all of that. So they do not want this to get stalled or pushed back by administrative action, et cetera, et cetera. So the attorneys for President Trump filed a request to postpone a deadline to respond to CBS's motion to dismiss on February 7th. Such a motion doesn't mean a settlement is near, but it could indicate that the two sides are having discussions about potential outcomes. Yeah, I think either way this goes, they should just pay. I hate to say that, but it's probably the best move. The aim to the side of caution, I would say. But let's see what else is happening. CBS News said in a Friday statement, "We are working to comply with that inquiry as we are legally compelled to do in regards to that particular thing way back in regards to the October 7th issue, I would say." So the request appears to have political motivations, suggested Ann Gomez, one of the Democratic commissioners at the FCC, in a statement Friday. During the last 2 weeks, the FCC has shown a concerning pattern of implementing the will of the administration on issues that go far beyond our core responsibilities, not if you read them. These actions disregard longstanding norms and ignore the mandate granted by Congress to the FCC to act as an independent agency. Well, you haven't been. They also set a date. By the way, this is the same. These are the same FCC folks that were totally fine with Soros acquiring a boatload of radio stations and then propagandizing on them. But that's a different conversation. They also set a dangerous precedent that threatens to undermine the trust in the agency's role as an impartial regulator. Well, you weren't, though. I think the FCC should be looked at with scrutiny now more than ever. Anyway, they're very worried about settling. I'm trying to look at this. not going to read the rest of this. I will jump to the next article that's related to it, though, which is apparently I lost it. Oh, no, there it is. So CBS agrees to hand over those transcripts. And I think that's the most darning things of all, to be fair. I think that that's going to show some real problems and with how things were deceptively edited. Greenhouse equals weed factory. That's right. The Blackadder for PM. There we go. Independent, free thinker, outlaw all parties. Huh? Not a half bad idea. Eric K. I'm finishing up putting a butcher block countertop today. Awesome, dude. Can't wait to see it. Mr. Bean is a genius. He's got a couple PhDs. He is a real good car racer. I love him. Alma. Oh, I got that. Gory-eyed beast. Holy crap, you hit 30K. Congrats. Thank you. It's because of all of you. I need you, and I need you to share the stream around. Share the stream, share the dream, and also share out the channel. Let's get to 100K by the end of 2025. And I'm telling you, it is incredibly embarrassing what I'm going to do. I am going to make Chris Gore look like a supermodel. True story. Oh my goodness. I follow all those channels. Awesome. Histophobos. What credibility? Yes, I did. Replacements and then stripes. Yep. Yeah, I do all kinds of things. Bear with you. Hey, you're the only bear in the chat that I know of. Although, I don't know, there's a couple of guys in here. Anyway, Cronkite made his living by being a low-key manipulator as possible. That's true. Wait a minute. The UN has boots on the ground in Indiana. That's not good. And it is highly illegal. Strange. You worked 12 hours, bro? Hope you made money. Lots of it. Kronos, what's up? Meanwhile, PMS NBC was doing 24/7 campaigning for the DNC. Yep. True story. Hey, Gory-eyed Beast sent 2 Canadian Canuck bucks. Something like that. Anyway, congrats on hitting 30K culture. Onward and upward. Yes, we will have a proper 30K celebration. Not this coming Wednesday, the following Wednesday, when I'm back from Florida. Huge numbers are not for the court. It's for the press, so the press can ignore it. True story. Yep. Freak around, find out. Just ask Diddy. Is the FCC commissioner or commission just padding its portfolio of cases to look fair when itself is investigated? They don't look fair. Not a long while. Pilgrim Media for 2. How's the Sherry Redstone deal going to end? I think it'll be fine. I hope Star Trek gets better. I have faith that they'll figure out that they have just a terrible team in place. Sector 31 should have been the last straw, or whatever sector it was. I don't know. Okay. Terry Rose, I would love to be able to pronounce this, but I cannot. But it's good to know it's Culture Casino. they should make like a heterogeneous mixture, mixture and settle. That's funny. The old FCC would just bury the tapes. That's a good question because tomorrow is Groundhog. I can't do it. Groundhog Day. There we go. Sorry, I don't have that voice right now. I apologize. But yeah, that's one of my favorite films, and I will watch it tomorrow. It will happen. FCC won't let me be spilling my lies on NBC. You can't have propaganda without me. The FCC won't let me be spilling my lies on NBC. You can't have propaganda without me. I'm voting for Hermione Granger. Me too. What a great leader in the UK. Not really. Actress is a bit dim. Ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na. But Frank is the cute gore. Well, there you go. But I have to try to out sexy my friend Chris Gore. At 100K, Culture gets his beard professionally braided. Maybe. I don't think it'll be that long though. Hey, CC, have you had a chance to set up a how-to channel? No, but I'm working on a reaction channel. Grant and I can't wait to get that one out there. That'll be fun. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Ron is right. Hello there. Hello. Houston. Hello. Larry King for you there. Pinochet's helicopter tours for 5. Culture Casino Clam says, are you up on this OpenAI versus DeepSeek copyright fight going on? OpenAI, already in copyright lawsuit against the New York Times and others, is accusing DeepSeek as stealing from thieves. Upper Echelon did a vid, and he's right. He's right. I don't even have to watch it. First of all, Upper Echelon has kind of followed a lot of these things down, including one of the paired analytics stories that I'd started covering way back when. And I will tell you, OpenAI is a thief. There's no denying it. The copyright violations that any large language model has been doing, they're compromised. And therefore, it should be open to everybody. That's why the original argument for OpenAI was, well, this is a nonprofit thing to train these models. Well, except that OpenAI switched to profit, which meant Elon was out. By the way, you can set up your own LLM AI system on your computer, laptop, whatever, if you so choose. And you can build it on the back of Ollama, which will allow you to install large language model AI, and then you can update it using RAG or RAG to allow you to continually update the model from the internet. So you have a constantly evolving personal AI. Wouldn't that be handy? Especially if you're trying to stay in touch with, everything, to be fair. At times, I think that even Grok has got a little bit of a fluke here and there, but having your own, maybe. Yeah, we actually mentioned this. Somebody in the chat mentioned it, Q2Cast TV, that they were trying to support the BBC with other people's efforts, which I think is garbage. But yeah, I should probably dive further into this one myself. So, but yeah, I am aware. And DeepSeek is Chinese, so stolen. I mean, seriously, everything about that's stolen. Apparently 50,000 H100 servers were illegally in that country as well. So, according to reports, I'll say. Oh, yeah, I did cover a story like this where a bunch of sheep got in and just cleaned out an entire weed house, greenhouse. They were baked, but full. I have to grind getting my other half of the rent. I was moving all week. Ooh, I went up to see Fire Aid on Thursday. Did you? Some people said it was good. Dragon Bricks. What's up? Yep, Star Trek is dead in my estimation, but it could be. It could be recovered. We just have to decanonize everything through C-section. Yeah, instead of get your game on, get your culture on. There you go. Did you know that Lynchburg, Tennessee, home of Jack Daniels, has their own groundhog? I did not. Lynchburg. That's, by the way, the home of also Lynchburg lemonade. Anyway, all right. Hannibal Grimm. Are you going to watch all 10 Groundhog Day films? 10? I'm just going to watch the original one. The only one I know of. What are you talking about? Is there something I don't know? K. Roberts, culture lozenges for when you need a gifty. That's right. I love that. That's good. Somebody record that. Pilgrim Media for 2, a Culture Casino collabs. I use 2-meter radio. I had to join the FCC. Yeah. Man, big radio operators and those towers, you guys, more power to you. That was a joke. Ham radio guys will get. Anyway, sorry. Goodbye to the Biden administration of the CCP. That's right, Damon Walker. Trying to get to everything. Oh, yeah, Farm Credit Canada. No, we're talking about the Federal Communications Commission. But no, you guys have a weird, we're almost the CCP thing going on in your country with your something credit score. Yeah, that's one step away from being part of the new world order, kids. So maybe don't sign up for that. Okay. Man, you guys have some real socialist stuff going on there. Let's see what else is out there. Carlos Alfredo Lopez, culture. Have you considered profiting from onesies with the phrase cultured and bearded? Cultured and bearded. Yeah, that sounds good. I must get a onesie. Do not install Chinese software. Okay. I'm with that. Theliato. Star Trek was kind of overdue for a revamp. So these wokists, I like that. Kind of like their locusts, but wokists. Yeah, there you go. Well done. Might have been the fire of garbage that clears the way for new growth. Yes, like low-income housing in Pacific Palisades. Exactly what Trump said they should not do. You guys, I'm telling you, California's going to find, they're going to go so low, they're going to find hell. Hey, what's up? Andy, going to see you in your shoe shopping. I'm going to see you there in Orlando. RC's here. Hey, RC. All right. Captain Phantom Nerd is here. Low Spec is here. Look at all these amazing people. Human beings. Lovelies. Woke heads. Okay. I like that too. All right. Let's talk a little bit about when companies go hard in the paint on things that are illegal. They have to make amends. And McDonald's is trying to do a little of the one thing without having to do the other thing, which is get beat back. McDonald's settles lawsuit over Latino scholarship program by opening door to non-Latino applicants. Oh, there you go. There you go. So on Friday, it's changing, but not eliminating, a scholarship program for Latino students after it was sued by a group that opposes affirmative action because it's illegal. McDonald's HACER National Scholarship Program, which was founded in 1985, so they've been doing an illegal thing for a long time, awards college scholarships to students with at least one Latino parent. That's right. You have to have this immutable characteristic. This is not open to everybody. The program has awarded more than $33 million in scholarships to more than 17,000 students, which to me is a good thing. The problem is they had a little bit of a bad thing involved in a good thing. I like scholarships for people who would have a hard time getting them, but I don't necessarily know that that's based on immutable traits. Interesting. So on January 12th, the American Alliance for Equal Rights sued McDonald's over their HACER program. Yeah. The alliance, which challenges programs that use race or ethnicity as a factor in their decisions, is run by Edward Blum, the conservative activist who also successfully challenged affirmative action programs in college administrations, and thereby the law of the land now is you can't do this stuff or you will be easily sued into oblivion at times. So they have the McDonald's Corporation says the Chicago company has more than 3,000 students have already applied for this year's scholarship. So there you go. The program is now open to any student who can demonstrate an impact on or commitment to the Latino community. Oh, that's still not quite high enough. I don't know. McDonald's is one of the many companies that have halted some diversity efforts in the wake of the 2023 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that banned race as a factor in college admissions. Yes, except they went on further this last year. Anyway, super fun. Super fun. And we still have about a half an hour till we get out of here. Siths and Giggles. I love that name. I tell my Filipino wife to mark Asian and Hispanic on her application. Yeah, because how would they know? Hey, Hypnotic is here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Great videos lately. Man, you and Smash been on top. Some great stories. Keep it up. And you guys should check out Hypnotic's channel. He's awesome. Does a good job. Him and Smash are crushing it. Pirate's killing it in Twitter. It's just amazing. Keep it up, man. You get to help clean up games, which I desperately want. Let's see who else is out there. Ron, I stand with my vatos. That's right, man. That's right. I do too. I wish Latino Slant was still here. Hey, Dutch Butters is in the house. One of the salty nerds. I always check the fat box on applications. Is there a fat box, dude? I don't know. I'd have to apply for a job to figure out what's on there now. There's no way. No way. Yeah. And you're not fat. I mean, you're not, slender. You're like hugging a couch, dude. So it's fine. Oh, man, I wish you were still on with Salty and the guys. But hey, I'm going to send everybody over there in about a half an hour. So hopefully you guys have fun. Love that guy. I'm fat. You know it. Oh. Sorry. Can't do Michael Jackson. All right. One more win. At least one more win. We've got two, but let's start with one. one of the wins this week. Let's do it. So, everybody's been fear-mongering over the international tax. That's right, the thing called a tariff. AP has been the most fear-mongering source, what was authoritative source, according to the folks at YouTube, despite their yellow journalism. The AP has been fear-mongering the crap out of this week, trying to warn everybody, there might be some temporary hiccups, but there could be some benefits here. Also, tariffs in this manner, or at least most recently, have been used for leverage, right? We saw what Colombia did. They figured things out in less than an hour when looking at what rejecting their own people would mean. So Trump's tariffs on Canada and Mexico and China could mean higher inflation and economic disruption, or it could mean that we have an enormous resurgence in this country, which is kind of what it would mean. But they're not going to be that much higher, and Canada can certainly come in line. The problem is there's not an equal share between countries. Excuse me. I know I say companies a lot when I mean countries, but that's because most countries should be run like companies, and many are. Regardless, new trade penalties against Canada, Mexico, and China that President Donald Trump plans to impose Saturday represent an aggressive, well, by the way, they started today, an aggressive early move against America's three largest trading partners. But at the risk of higher inflation, we already have plenty of high inflation. We continue to print money like it isn't supposed to be backed by something, right? It's the fiat currency problem. Don't want to get into it, but that's what's going on. So possible disruptions to the global economy. Yeah, we stop funding the bologna sausage in all these other countries, which that money just gets stolen. It doesn't go where it says it's going to go. So much graft and skimming and everything else goes on with all of that international aid. 90 days of freeze means more freedom. So we'll keep going. So, in Trump's view, the 25% tariffs against the two North American allies and a 10% tax on imports from Washington's chief economic rival are a way for the United States to throw around its financial heft to reshape the world. Yes, it's true. You have to consider, we have a GDP of 8 or 9 trillion dollars, right? You have to multiply Canada's GDP by 9 to get close. There's a difference here. The global economic engine of the world still is the United States. The producer of cheap goods still is China. I don't know why other countries don't get on board with that. Mexico used to be much bigger than China, but obviously that balance is tipped. We see what happens when there's poor economic policy. Look at the collapse of Germany. Germany was the economic engine of Europe. That's no longer true. Why? Because they made energy illegal, basically, because of their green stuff. Well, the green stuff prevents you from earning the green stuff. So, do you want to be a good steward of the world? Sure. But at what cost? Cost of jobs? Cost of life? Imagine if you're the UK right now, who relies on almost everybody else to get energy. What if those prices continue to go up? The UK has the highest electricity prices on the planet. They pay the most. You guys pay more for your electricity there in the UK. It's not even close. What if it keeps going up? Afford to heat your house? I don't know. Anyway, so in Trump's view, the 25% tariffs against our allies is what they're trying to say. And, of course, China. They won't say the name China. Why can't they say China? China. Anyway. let's see. Okay, you see the power of the tariff, Trump told reporters Friday. Nobody can compete with the U.S. because we have by far the biggest piggy bank. True story. The Republican president is making a major political bet that his actions will not worsen inflation, cause financial aftershocks that could destabilize the worldwide economy, or provoke a voter backlash. See, that's what they are hoping for at the AP and these other compromised and or corrupted and or captured news organizations. AP Votecast, an extensive survey of the electorate in last year's election, found that just the U.S. was split on support of tariffs because they don't understand what that could eventually lead to, which is no income tax. And that is a real conversation. I think that's the direction that they're going in because they know that with the way we tax people, it's unfair. And if you don't tax staple items such as actual food and things like that, you have a big win in industrialized nations because it allows for nation building at a much faster rate and wealth building, which we actually need, especially if we're really going to start leaning more into industrialized robots because Elon's got an army of them here starting this year that are going to be continually being rolled out. And as soon as I can get one, I will, because I know that it would save me a lot of time and a lot of chores and a lot of effort. And if I need to manufacture something rapidly, a Optimus along with my 3D printers could certainly handle the task. So anyway, it is what it is. So it is possible that tariffs could be short-lived if Canada and Mexico can reach a deal with Trump to more aggressively address illegal immigration and fentanyl smuggling. In other words, just fix your borders. We're going to have to figure out how to levy more tariffs on them, to be fair. Trump's move against China is also tied to fentanyl and comes from the existing import tax, on top of the existing import taxes, which I think are just too light. Even though, believe it or not, the Biden administration kept those tariffs in place and kind of pushed the lever a little higher in a couple of places. So Trump is honoring promises he made in the 2024 White House campaign, which is something you're supposed to do as a leader. If you want to have credibility, you follow through on the things you say, something the Biden administration had a lot of trouble with. So the president is preparing more import taxes and has created a new external revenue service, basically. We're going to see things like computer chips, steel, oil, natural gas, as well as copper, pharmaceutical drugs, and imports from the European Union. That could definitely pit the U.S. against much of the global economy. No, you just play ball. And you're going to have a lot of companies return manufacturing back to the United States. That's what we're doing with microchips. We saw that relying just on one ally. Oh, by the way, Taiwan has business dealings with China, on top of the fact that China just wants to take them over. I mean, this is a problem, and it's the easiest one to present to the American people is that if China takes back Taiwan, then we end up with a problem with high-end microchips immediately, which we would. But we're actually moving that here. I think the biggest one, I think, is TSMC, TMSC, something like that. Anyway, I cover them regularly on the 6 Minute Daily, but I think they've already completed plants in a couple of locations in the United States now to start kicking out even more of these chips or expanding plants that they already had. So these are problems that we need to get in front of, and how we do that is use other countries' money and other countries' efforts to build the new industrial systems that we need here in the United States. You can avoid tariffs if you don't have to bring stuff in. So there you go. Not to mention the fact that Greenland is essentially part of this conversation because of what they have, the resources they have there. So that's why we ended up with that conversation piece during the campaign and going forward. So there's that. Fair tax. Let's go. Oh, that's right, Dutch. That's right. They complain America isn't doing enough worldwide, and then they complain when Trump is taking steps to try and revitalize the nation state so it can. Sure, How about we stop paying for everybody else's stuff? That'd be great. And it's crazy. Over time, the price of goods goes down. For example, televisions. Televisions were incredibly expensive, especially those big screens. You remember when a 48-inch flat screen television was just the absolute desire in every home? You probably couldn't afford it, but you ended up with it anyway. And those prices have come down so much so that you can get, a 65-inch for like $250. Price of goods goes down. Big ticket items are the things we'll always struggle with, like automobiles and things like that, especially if we're putting so much weight on the success of some kind of green thing. The green things have a huge problem with just their development costs, their carbon footprint, and the lack of infrastructure. But that's an entirely different conversation. Just these types of things, like if we don't port China's electric cars, or the tariffs on them are incredibly heavy, more people are going to buy Teslas, right? Tesla manufacturing expands in the United States. There's a reason Elon builds factories in countries, right? He's avoiding stuff. Not to mention the fact that there's a worldwide workforce that has some prowess when it comes to that. So he's taking advantage of that. Anyway, it is what it is. An idea I had, a YouTube channel with a Q&A on property insurance claims. That'd be amazing. Look, one of my favorite follows for a while was a guy who did home inspections. I was like, this is kind of an interesting career and pretty fascinating. And there's one inspector on here that developers hate. So Mark, run with it, dude. Sounds interesting to me. Sorry. Distracted. Squirrel. Anyway, I noticed Kremlin is here. And he said, 5 CultureCasino memberships. Thank you, my friend. Incredibly generous. Much appreciated. If China takes back Taiwan, it'll be through political maneuvering and infiltration. The Wildfields War in 2022 showed how badly modern militaries are having trouble with waging wars. Well, yeah, if you try to pretend that people are fully equal, you got some problems. I saw Canada say they would turn off the power grid in the Northeast, where they supply 30% of electricity for the U.S. if tariffs are installed. Well, we'll have to see if it happens. It happened today. Tariffs are in place. Yeah, Taiwan is a great country. No doubt. Yeah. See, that was my point, is it's the durable goods and housing that are now out of people's reach. A lot of that's just because of economic maneuvering, especially behind the scenes. Your house shouldn't cost as much as it does. I mean, yes, they're not making any more land, but the problem is the housing market is being consumed by real estate investment trusts that are owned by Blackstone or are invested in by BlackRock or other. I mean, it's a way to really try to encourage you to rent. So they own entire swaths of these houses. I'm afraid Pacific Palisades will never be the same. So, yeah, stop listening to the other countries. They need to do things on their own. Yeah. Yeah. All true. Time to annex Canada. And more closer to the fallout time. I don't know if I want that. I do want a North American set of partners that actually are partners. So, Pilgrim Media. What's up, my friend? Says CCP is always trying to break our servers. I agree. And here's what we should do about that. Cut China off from the United States. They have the Great Firewall. We should do the same thing. Anything coming in from China is incredibly slow because it is so filtered that we just won't allow it. That'd be smarter. And I agree with you. Property tax is theft. People being forced out. This is happening, and it should be illegal. But here's the problem. Municipalities don't know how to fund their infrastructure because they're always trying to do additional social programs on top of that. So they create school districts upon which they can add surtaxes to their property tax, and that's what you end up with. Look, if you are funding schools that way instead of funding them directly, you got problems. Property taxes should not pay for schools. Property taxes shouldn't be utilized in any way. You should just tax accordingly in your municipality. It solves a lot of problems. Anyway. Yeah, wasting money on meddling, not living. Exactly. All right, on that note, I've gone on forever, but there's one more win I want to talk about. One more win. And it's this one. Trump fires the director of Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He didn't do a very good job under Biden. In fact, I don't think anybody felt protected by them. This is somebody that Trump actually picked way back when. And he's going to get rid of this guy. So his first term, he picked this guy, Chopra, as a Democrat member of the FTC. And he made his way into this job. He's an ally of Elizabeth Warren, the lady who liked to pretend she was American Indian. One of Trump's favorite targets, and Massachusetts Democrats said in a statement that the agency under Chopra held Wall Street accountable for cheating hardworking families. They failed to hold you, Elizabeth Warren, accountable for all of your law breaking and lying. Of course, that's not their job. And I'm not certain that these words are accurate. Stating that he prevented the debanking of Americans across the country. Well, I have a few people you would probably need to talk to before you believe that baloney sausage. Yeah, I don't believe any of that, but I do believe that it shouldn't take a law to make the banking industry safe for everyone, but it's probably going to. Boar Legion is in the house, as is Awesome One. And Pinochet's helicopter tours, the CFPB head fired Pocahontas Warren most affected. True. This is the other thing. In Hypnotic, I don't know if you guys have talked about this before, but the conversation that we're not having is that in the gaming world, when game devs happen to get laid off, they are always associating it with women and stuff like women most affected, just like everything else. Tornado hits, women and children most affected. Women and minorities, women and LGBTQ, whatever. So I'm getting tired of that, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting part of the conversation around layoffs when it comes to game devs. And just to cap that off real quick, I still think that what's happening at BioWare, as far as studio shutdowns that are being planned and layoffs, is basically a reset to get rid of the tool bags that they have in place now. And I think all the game studios are going to have to do that in order to have kind of a bounce back. I think Ubisoft may already be gone and we're headed for yard sale material. I think I said that on Tuesday, but that's what I certainly see. Anyway, Thomas is here, says, not sure of the veracity, but Trump just what? Okay, let's look it up. Hang on. What is that? Let's see. Okay, for some reason I don't see that story. If somebody could get me a link, that'd be great. The last headline of the New York Times: world to end tomorrow. Women and minorities hardest hit. Exactly. Would you kindly? Man, that is such a great thing. BioShock. Would you kindly? So good. So very good. You don't fool me, Atlas. Okay. Let's see. Lucius naturae triste. Anything that is taxed, that is property you don't own because it can be taken away. Yeah, private equity firms are stealing homes. Yeah, indeed. And they build these real estate investment trusts. And yeah, we could get into that for sure. Hey, what's up, Michael? Good to see you, my friend, Michael Krinsky. Is that culture working in the kitchen? No. I was hoping you wouldn't be hearing the clattering in there. I think the dishes are being put away. Let's see. If it's really the bad guys, and I have no reason to doubt, good. The bad guys equals the remains of the Al-Qaeda. Yep. ISIS equals Al-Qaeda. Everything is separated by frequency. Victor, what's up, Vic? Trump took credit for airstrikes on, really? Citing the elimination of senior militants and no reported civilian casualties. Interesting. Mr. Stock says, I like REITs. Yeah, a lot of people do. Griffin Dummeline says, here is the truth social link regarding the recent Trump move. Oh, man, you can't send a link in here. I'm sorry. I will look it up, though. Culture Bear Network. That's true. U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday said he ordered military airstrikes on senior Islamic State attack planner and others from organization in Somalia. You think that's going to deal some damage to the Houthis? I don't know. Interesting. Theliato says, land-wise, nation states basically assume all ownership of property. This was a result of the French Revolution. There you go. All right. Let's get down to it, folks. We are running rapidly out of time. We have a 10-minute window to get you over to Salty Nerd Podcast. Check out the boys, hang out with them, and then follow them over to Mephisto's Movie Reviews and onward, because we all tend to cooperate to help each other grow. For those of you who are here for the first time, double check you're subscribed to the channel. If you're watching on X, realize you can actually chat here as well during a live show. And for those of you on Rumble, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to take one more lap and make sure I didn't miss a super chat. And just say thanks to all the amazing gifties that showed up in the chat. You guys are amazing, incredible, and the best chat on YouTube. As always, I say and end the show with, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.
Culture Casino. 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 Oh. Culture Casino. Culture Casino. Culture Casino. Oh. Culture Casino. 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 Culture Casino.